Alrighty, guys, welcome back once again. We are back live here at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Scotch Doubles action. It is the B-side semifinals. Rob and Kyle taking on Chris and Don. My name is Grant, sitting beside Mr. Ben Francis. How are you, Ben?
Good, good. Yeah, I was wrong. If you guys were tuned into the last stream, I thought we had the B-side final coming up, but this is the fourth place match.
It is the B-semis.
Oh, and I think Steph had the payouts on this layer. With this one, we could put them up there for now.
Oh, very good, very good.
She got crafty in between matches.
She sure did.
She's good like that. And we got Chris at the table here. Chris and Dawn made the long grind through the B-side.
They sure did.
They've won at least 2 or 3 matches, I want to say, on the B side of the draw. They just knocked off Eric and Carlo, Hill. Chris misses the 1 ball there. Just trying to stop the cue ball, but he was a little off angle. He just didn't want to lose the cue ball too much. Early days in this match. Race to 4 on the B side here.
And a little clustery for this table. I don't know that we're going to see a run out on this rack, Ben.
It doesn't lay terrible because I think the 3 passes the 6.
To the bottom left.
Yeah, so, and the 5 goes to the side. The 7's not terrible. Like the 6 to the 7 kind of doesn't lay that bad. It's just getting from the 1 to the 2. Does the 10 go here?
Oh, it very well could.
It definitely does. Dawn called it right away.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
This could be a really quick
wow,
first
and you've
game.
got helpers with both the 9 and the 7 with a miss hit.
If it goes off both, it could go in too, right? Or it could go off only the 7.
It could go straight. It could go off the 9. Could go off the 7.
Dawn shoots pretty straight. This
He
probably
sure
goes
does.
straight in.
Yeah.
You see he's got that nice slow backstroke.
Oh, yeah,
it
even
went
off the 9. Yep.
I thought if it went off the 9, it might go wide and go off the 7 too. I didn't think it could only go off the 9.
Wow. How's that for a quick one? I was right, though. We didn't see a run out.
Yeah, you were right. There was no run out.
No run out on that
I would have
rack.
never anticipated it ended that early, but.
Well, and I don't even think that Kyle really looked at that when he shot. Right? I wouldn't have.
He's trying to get the 1-up table, right?
Yeah.
So when he crashed into a ball, that was when he went, uh-oh.
Yeah, whoops.
But at first, yeah, he's just trying to get the 1-up table there and play a little safe behind the ball.
Yeah, that was, whoops, for sure. I kind of like this up there.
Yeah, it's movable.
It is movable.
I think she had it up there and then moved it, maybe. Yeah, maybe like that. And then maybe
just make it a little bigger.
Maybe easier to read if they're on their phone.
Yeah.
If anybody's listening, maybe you can comment along with us. The comments have been so quiet today.
They have. I'm gonna take that as a sign that we're doing our job this time, and people are just sitting back, relaxing, and listening.
Yeah, just having a quiet Sunday.
Yeah, which we appreciate for sure. Although we both have youngsters here at present, and with this being only the B final,
not the B final,
or sorry, the B semi,
semi-final.
and it's sitting at 8:30.
There's no school tomorrow.
True enough. True enough.
But we'll see how it moves along for sure. Good shot from Rob, but he lost the cue ball. We'll see what Kyle can come up with. I'm sure it's a safety. I don't see him trying to back cut this ball in. Yeah, he's thinking safe behind the 4-5, but he lost the 2. 2's trickled out on that bottom rail, and Dawn can see this ball. Shape the 3 possibly in the side pocket. I don't think it goes in the lower left, so he's got to hold this up that right side rail.
Well, here's an interesting question that we have for the league. You and I will talk about that off air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hangs it.
I guess I could put our comments on.
I think he just overcut it. So Rob's got a chance to get on this 3 now instead.
Tough to do. Miscued that for sure. But tough to do because that 2-ball was sitting inside the jaws of that corner pocket, which always makes things tricky.
Yeah, we've seen lots of that today with balls in the pocket, and the cue balls severely misplayed, leaving players long and whatnot, right? This time he's hooked. Caught a little bit of the rail first.
And for everybody that has sent in messages, look at that.
What a shot.
One strokes the jump shot.
What a shot from Kyle there.
For everybody that has sent in messages and so on and so forth regarding the league, we're not ignoring you. Obviously, we're live, and I will certainly get back to everybody. If not tonight, then tomorrow.
Absolutely. I think that's a little typical of weekends for us too, right?
It is, yeah.
We're pool junkies. If we're not playing, we're streaming. Definitely not playing the 9 there, so this might be one of those instances you see him shooting again.
Yeah. This could be where Chris says, you know what, you go ahead.
Yeah, he's like, you can eat your heart out there. Yeah, it would be the next person. It wouldn't be Rob
Correct.
shoot again. It's next person in order.
Correct.
The only time that happens is on a push out.
Yes.
Which I think we saw earlier too, where Eric pushed out. If he gets put back in, he shoots again, not his teammate.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah. That's the only time you see a player shoot twice in a row. Look at this hit. Kyle coming with it.
Right? And one stroke in it. He's making this look easy.
He goes 2 rails, he hits it, but he's left a window here.
Has he, though? I'm about to. Oh, yeah, he has.
Yeah, he's got lots.
Full hit window.
Both sides of this ball, I think, so he can play safe either way.
I kind of like sending that 4 to the left side and using the 6.
I like that too, yeah. Send the 4 to the left, cue ball to the right, but you could go the other way.
Into the 10 even. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right.
Is it revenge time for Robbie?
This is much tougher than the one that Don
sure
shot.
Is. Yeah. He's got to hop it. I think he's got to go airtime here if he wants the 4-10 combo.
He's definitely, he's got no sideboards even if he did have that, you know? So no, I think you're right. He would have to jump it, so he's going to.
But I think he sees enough to bank it.
That's what he just called is the bank, yeah. Because he can only see the left side of it, I think.
Look at this shot.
Look at this.
And Horn. Oh, no.
Oh, super unlucky.
But did he get enough of it to get a piece of the 5-ball?
Can Kyle bank this ball too?
How sick would that be?
This would be good. We might see it happen. I think he can see some of this ball. Oh, he's going for the short cue, so he's going to try to jump this one.
That tells me he doesn't have a lot of the 10-ball to jump.
He jumped the last one.
Yeah,
in the side pocket, he one-stroked it. And he was full ball hooked that time over the, going over the 8-ball. That was only a couple shots ago, right?
Right.
It was like on the 3-ball.
Look at, again, just one stroke
it
snaps it.
He makes that look pretty easy. He's been practicing his jump shots.
Right? This is a joke. Watch this.
It should be noted that these guys do play quite a bit together. Rob and Kyle, they play. Rob has a table at home.
They do. Yep.
And they've been good friends forever, so. Reaching at that one a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Trying to get too much on it.
I don't think he quite settled into that shot.
Not the easiest of shots, although the camera made it look a little bit easier than it was because he did have to move this cue ball a bit.
I think his bridge length was a little long on that shot.
So a chance for Chris and Don to take a 2-0 lead if they can work their way through these 4 balls.
Draw up.
He did well there.
Oh,
look at
perfect
that shot.
How about perfect, Ben?
That's pretty good. And I think Chris has to just try not to do too much here. Maybe just roll this ball in.
Yeah, make the 7. That's it.
Just get the cue ball about 2 balls past the 7 should be fine.
I agree.
I like that he's
Even if you're
double-checking.
straight in, right? It's a touch draw, which Don just did to perfection right there.
Yeah, well, these carbon shafts, they just go through the ball so easy, right?
They
So
do.
that little draw shot is way easier now than it was, say, 10 years ago, right?
100%. And like you called it, two balls past the 7.
Just enough to leave that angle where you can go to the end rail. It's just like you hit this with middle ball, you know?
Yep. Nothing to do.
And if you don't like that, then yeah, you can draw it. You can go 2 rails. You can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah, nice little stun draw just to the right side of the dot.
But I like this, just middle ball, top spin. Out near middle table should be fine. You don't need to play the 10 in the side. You just play the 10 in the corner is okay.
A little tight.
I like what he did. You don't need to get all the way there and play the 10 in the side.
No.
Although sometimes you want to because it's a little bit easier, but this is perfect. This is right where you want to be.
Nothing to do it, or nothing to it but to do it.
In the heart.
To the heart. Get out of my head.
Yeah, right? It's because we've done a few matches in a row now. It's like we can finish each other's sentences.
It's so true. And we even sound like one another on the mic.
That's probably why no one's commentating or commenting. We're just putting them to sleep. They're ready for a nap.
Yeah, it's all monotone and all the same tone.
It says they're watching, but they just left their phone on while they fell asleep, right?
It could be Facebook again.
It could be.
Right, I'll try one more time. Facebook tends to not load our comments. Oops.
Chris and Don hitting the ball well here, up 2-0, race to 4. Looking to get to the B-side final. The winner of this will play Ben Francisco.
Yeah, they've been playing pretty steady Eddie.
And Alan Wang are awaiting the winner, Ben and Alan. Warren and Joey won the hot seat with a pretty convincing 6-0 victory if you guys tuned into the last match.
The sweep.
Big.
Look out, 10 ball.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
The 10 golden break would be great.
There. It's not a win in 10 ball, but.
Oh, I suppose.
Thankfully.
Because
Corey knows how to make it, apparently.
This is pretty much a win for Rob and Kyle here.
All they got to do is roll this one in and get on the 2, but I don't think it's that easy. So he's going to call the 10 right now. He called the 10 right there.
That's dangerous, though. That's dangerous. That's such a dangerous play.
I think he got away with it.
Such a dangerous play.
But I don't think...
just slow roll that 10 ball.
I don't think he could slow roll the 1 and stay on the proper side of the 2. You see how much angle he had there?
I think he could have. Right? It takes a delicate
too
touch.
Quick. Yeah, the table's too quick, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't want to land on the wrong side of the 2 and then just be... You can't get anywhere to get on the 3.
Even on the wrong side of the 2, it's sitting
Then he could have played a billiard or something.
Yeah. Right? That's the only play is to slow roll that 1 ball. Right, I think you're crazy trying to do that off the 1 ball right there.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the shot he played there. Did he leave the edge of this 1 enough
I think
to play
it can
in
cut into the side, yeah.
This would be a big shot if it does go. Could be 3-0 right away.
He's undercut it.
Overcut it by quite a bit.
Or yeah. Overcut it.
Yeah, I think he tried to like slow drag it because he couldn't quite see enough.
I think he was more worried about that corner pocket.
That too,
right?
yeah.
That was always in the mind. So we'll see a quick one here with the 210 from Rob.
Yeah, now it's just a stop. You can't miss this.
Or from Kyle, I should say.
Kyle can't miss this one.
Nope.
And he's not using the cue ball this time to make the 10.
Make the 2. That's it. Make the 2. The 10's automatic.
That's right. And they're on the board. And they're breaking. Alternate break, race to 4.
Pretty decent. And if anybody out there is looking to do some advertising for any of the businesses or services that you provide, send us a message to the Q Sports Live page. We'd be more than happy to help you out.
Should have lots coming this year, even pandemic or otherwise.
Yeah, with the... And I mean, putting that poster out might be 2 or 3 weeks early for it to have the big impact that it would have in 2 to 3 weeks, but there is a ton happening.
Lots.
It's good.
Plan to be a busy year.
Plan to have an exciting year, right? Ever since we've started working on what we have been working on, I have really looked forward to 2022. Right, regardless of what happens with the pandemic.
That's right. Dry break there from Rob. Looked like he hit it not bad. He hit it a little off to the left side.
Well, and I think this is your hit and stick on the one ball, and the game-winning shot, at least from my perspective, is the 2 to the 3.
Yeah, that's totally correct. Because look at the line. It's almost like a drill.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6. It's all in a line there, you know?
Yep. But the trick is from the 2 to the 3. So I think you just hit and stick this, make the 2 to the top right, a little bit of right-hand spin, shoot the gap between the 8-9, connect with that bottom left-hand rail.
He did well there, too, just to punch it out just a little to the right. Didn't want to try to get too cute, but he did well. So got to miss, yeah, like you said, miss the 9, right?
Yep. Just shoot the gap.
And get between the 6-8 should be okay. And then you still got to miss the 7, so you got to hit this pretty firm.
I think you just missed the 8-9, go to the left side of the table on the bottom, just like this.
Yeah, and just don't underhit and end up like over here where the 7 comes into play a little, you know?
Yeah.
He did really well there.
Yeah, now you're a drill, like you said.
A tough drill.
It's a tougher one.
The first 2 balls, I mean, you got to get perfect on the 4 to get to the 5.
Well, the 5 goes to the left side pocket too.
So ideally you land pretty close to straight on the 4 next. That's really good.
Perfect.
Really well executed.
Oh yeah, he's perfect here. So really, now the choice is up to Don. I'm probably just going to touch draw.
Yeah.
Play the 5 to the left side.
Get to middle diamond, right?
Yeah.
If you can imagine the cue ball in the middle diamond, that's perfectly good enough, right?
Oh yeah, and follow through on the 5, 6 to the right side. You're outsville.
Yeah, he had the same thought, and he hit it really perfect. Got the cue
might
ball
be a
off.
little bit low, or sorry, high on the 5 on that top angle.
But I think even if you had to just kind of stun this in and leave like the 6 in the corner wouldn't be the worst case. But I think you can send the cue ball into
down
the 10.
into the 7 with that angle.
So much. I think the cue ball's going into the 10 here, which is going to leave him on the wrong side of the 6. So he does have to be a little careful.
And
oh, he punched it over and nudged the 7-0. What a shot.
Yep,
what
perfect.
A shot.
That'll work. Joey, this is the B semifinal.
That's right. The winner of this will play Ben Francisco and Alan Wang in the B-side final. And the hot seat winners, Joey Bettis, Warren Ortiz. So now it's all about the 8 to the 9.
I agree.
And I think you play the 9 in the lower right.
I think I'm just hitting and sticking on the 7 ball.
Yeah, and then that should
That
leave
gives you a perfect angle
to
just float.
Yeah, just stay underneath that 9 and don't try to do too much, right?
Yep. Oh, wrong side.
He got lots on that one.
He sure did.
Don's going to come around to see if the 9 goes in the side, but I'm sure it doesn't.
Oh, I think it's well past that side. Oh, maybe not. I'm looking at the monitor, and it looks like that 9's a tough shot, but live it's not terrible.
I think it's really, really tough. So I think Don has to do a little extra here. I don't think he can just roll this in. He looks like he's going to, though.
Yeah, it looks a lot harder on the screen than what it actually is.
Well, we're about to find out, I suppose.
Yeah, like when you look at that live, I'm going, yeah, that's not bad.
I guess he doesn't have to do a ton with it.
No, you just got to make the 9. Your auto shape on the 10, just float that ball in.
Yeah, just make it.
Yep, winner to the B final is correct.
Oh, he did well there.
Yeah, lots of room.
He did well. That was not an easy shot by any means.
No, especially on the slow roll, your arm, any twinge, any movement in the wrist, anything, and you're.
That was my thought, was if he was closer to the ball, then it's easier to roll it, you know. But he did really well from the distance.
Sure did.
That was a tough shot. And
Nice and steady Eddie on that.
Spears it for a 3-1 lead. And they're going to be breaking to win this match and get to the final 3.
Yeah, quick race to 4 happens quick.
It doesn't take long.
Especially when you have a couple of early 10s.
Yeah, the early 10 in the first game, that definitely dropped, 5 minutes off this match at least.
For sure. And I do believe the finals is true double dip.
Yeah, so the winner of the B-side will have to win 2 sets.
If they want to take the title and the cash and the bragging rights.
Good price difference, too, between first and second. $100 difference each, so
yep.
It'll be not bad.
Yeah, 600, 400, 280, 200. Pretty sporty for a day's work.
Although I wouldn't hate these guys if they had to work tomorrow and wanted to go home early and chop, but.
Yeah. John Adam tuning in from Japan. Good to have you in the stream. We have had all over the world today. Only one so far. We're still waiting on Pete tuning in from Australia.
So I'm sure this one doesn't pass the 3, and this combo is really tough. Might see Kyle try to find a safe here.
Does the 1 pass the 3?
I'm almost certain it doesn't. And getting to the 2 would be non-existent. You just have to take what you can get. Oh, it flicked the 3. Did you see it move the 3 and went in?
Did it move the 3 or did the cue ball move the 3?
Oh, yeah, it moved it. Watch this. This is great. Oh, you can see it here, too.
Wow.
So it didn't go, but he just said, get out of the way, 3 ball.
Right here, watch me play the carom.
That was great. Super thin, so much it just kind of pushed out of the way. And a smart shot from Rob there, because that was really thin to try to go for.
But he
control
left the hit.
shape. Yeah, I think he got a little unlucky. He didn't quite get where he wanted, but I do like the choice.
Yeah. And happy holidays to you as well, John. Appreciate you tuning in. And for yourself and anybody else that is just tuning in, that little share button down on the bottom left-hand side of that screen, just give that a little love, help us out. Share that to any of the pool groups that you're associated with. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you've gone onto our Facebook page and hit that like button, or if you're tuning in on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the little bell. That way you're notified each and every time we go live. And if anybody is new, first time viewing Q Sports Live, let us know. We can give you a shout out on the live stream. Could tell in the stroke that 2 was not happening.
Couldn't squeeze that one by.
No.
Couldn't move that ball out of the way, I don't think.
I think it went, but he had to
be tight.
he had to put a little bit of left-hand spinach on that.
Didn't quite get enough there, but he did need angle, so if Kyle can pot this, he can move the 4.
Well, let's
see
if he one-strokes this cut.
Yeah, this is...
Right, you can just treat this like a jump shot, and it's in the heart.
This is real thin. Yeah, just 1 stroke. It is a little elevated, so maybe he will. No, not quite.
2 strokes.
2 strokes.
2 strokes to the safetyville.
Really good shot. Really good shot.
Jail. Absolute jail.
I think the shot for Chris here is just spin to the left side of the 5 with lots of right spin.
Yeah, tons of right. I think
the
that's
only
the
shot.
only hit.
Because you can't go 2 rails. I don't think he can miss the 9-10.
Priyesh says, I'm new from Cambodia.
Not quite. Not quite, Joshi.
I'll give you an A for effort, though.
Yeah. Not that new.
We're pretty good at remembering who's been on before. We recognize those names pretty good. But A for effort, that's for sure. And I think you're right, Ben. I think the only shot for Chris to play here is load up on that right-hand spin. But so much has to go right on this hit.
Well,
The speed,
and you can't
the spin.
You can't overthink it. You just
Yeah,
gotta
you
make
just
sure
gotta
you
hit
hit
down
it,
and
you
go.
know. And if you hit it and something good happens, then that's great, right?
Yeah, because the expectation level is, oh my gosh.
Yeah, your expectation has to be low, but look at this. Look at this shot.
Who
We've
is
seen-
that guy?
We've seen a lot of good shots today, too. That's one of the better ones for sure. And look at the reward.
Look out.
They got rewarded after a good shot. It shook Rob.
Yeah, right?
Such a good save. Shook him up. A little kick safe out of Chris.
Yeah, that was a really, really well executed. And a good call by you.
He had to spin it like just so.
Yep.
If he was a hair too heavy or too soft, the spin wouldn't have took enough or took too much, right?
Looks like he's playing that 3 to the side.
He's
Okay,
just
good.
stunning it. Yeah, and then,
Whew.
oh, and he got a little draw too, which was nice because now the cue ball's not really going towards the 7 as much.
Yeah, he kind of cheated the 3 ball a little bit.
I think Chris can either roll this or possibly risk jacking up because he's close to the 4.
I think Chris will roll this, but it does bring the 8 ball in.
He's got to watch he doesn't overroll it. That's a pretty good shot. He's going to put it on Don to get on the 6 ball. I think he can just miss the 10 here. Going forward, do you think that's possible?
I don't know.
Because I don't think drawing this ball gets you anywhere unless you really stroke it,
You'd have to
right?
put a heck of a stroke on
Like
that.
a lot of siding.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, check that left rail with right-hand spin.
Yeah, you'd have to just miss the 9 and like super juice it. So I do
Look
think
at the amount of left-hand spin he was lining up with there.
and I don't think he's gonna like it. He was just feeling it, you know?
Yep.
Like the 9 is
Testing
almost
it out.
in play
Look
there.
at the amount of left-hand spin.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. He's gonna have to load it up if he's going that way. I might contemplate bottom inside before I did that. Like lots of left spin rather than right spin, you know?
All in all, he did not tear. Is he going to get away with murder here?
Not this time. Not this time.
Is it far enough still up table to make that 5 ball?
Yeah, he can make this
With
quite
avoiding
easily.
avoiding the side pocket. You're great at this shot.
I think, yeah, it's just that little touch of inside, and he almost needs it there anyway, right?
Oh, he tried to cheat it.
Oh, he just
Can't
missed
cheat
it.
that much on a diamond.
And now a really good chance for Chris and Don to close this one out. Because
Opportunity.
the 7 to the 8 is
Duck
a
stoop.
stop shot, and the
Roll
9's
up
right
on
there.
roll up on the 8.
That's
Roll
it.
up on the 9.
So really, this is the only shot.
That's it.
If he
But
gets-
again, it's deep into the pocket.
This has been the tester all day. You got to hit half of this on the right side.
Well, and that top rail's played live
Oh,
all
and
day
look
long.
at that. He just clipped it.
Yep. All day long, that top rail's played live.
And he let it get away. He had to hit about half of the ball, and he hit about a quarter or even less of it.
Right, but you gotta take into account that top rail. I think he hit it good on any other table.
Well, I think
This table
yeah.
plays so live off that top rail.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I don't think the plan was to go to the left side rail there either. I think it
No,
was more
for
just
sure
to
it
stay out more towards the center of the table.
Yep.
I think he did catch it a hair thin, but you're right. It definitely bounced heavy.
But I favor Don to make this.
I was just gonna say I would expect him to get close. He
Off
did
the
get close.
Top.
And this is gonna
Oh,
lay up
that's
over
gonna-
the hole for them. Although,
Tough to get to the 7.
so if you're Rob here,
I'm just floating.
just try to give Kyle a shot because
That's
Kyle
it.
pots well.
He does.
And the 7's not
There's nothing
far.
to do, right? The angle puts you still in the window to make the 8 or make the 7. on that cut. You don't need to do a whole lot here.
Well, and you can't.
No.
Like, you could jack up and stun it.
Yeah, there's no need, though.
But I don't think you need to.
I think the angle puts you enough still in the window to cut that 7.
Yeah, just up table a little
Just
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Exactly. And it's okay to be a little further away here.
It
Nothing
is.
wrong with that.
Yeah, Kyle pots well.
This is a big shot for these guys, though.
Maybe even a touch of left-hand spin. Touch of outside.
He's got to avoid the 9.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he let it get away.
Cooked it.
He let
Well,
it get
Robbie gets to shoot one from downtown.
This is a big tester because I don't know if you can just top this.
Oh, I think it brings in the top right.
I think you scratch if you hit this with middle ball.
I think you got to jack up and pull a Francis and spear it.
This is a mean shot, this one.
Just like this, he is jacked up.
Way underneath this one. This is real tough. Oh, he hit it really close, too.
What an effort.
That's such a hard shot.
It is. You spear those in really well.
I've been missing those a ton lately.
Have you been dogging them? I haven't really been able to watch because if I'm playing, typically you're playing or you're on the mic and vice versa. So I really don't get to see a lot of you play anymore.
No, those shots have been tougher and tougher by the day on these tables. They don't slide in as much anymore.
You speared a good one in on that 2-ball.
Oh, I just
when you were playing
with the follow through, that was a nice one. Yeah,
that was.
That's my claim to fame for the day.
Nice shot from Chris. Leaves some really good angle there on the 9-ball.
Can roll this or you can stun follow it.
Yeah.
I like the stun follow here because I want to stay above it anyway.
Want to stay above it, but I also don't want to slow roll it. Be sure, put it in.
That's right. He likes the roll, and he puts it right in the heart.
Like that was center of the pocket heart.
This 10-ball to get to the B side final be coming up right away. And a great match from Chris and Don there. Congrats.
Very well done.
Go out to Rob and Kyle too for finishing 4th place there. Taking home $200.
Indeed.
So I don't know if we'll shut down and restart. I think these guys are probably ready to go too, you know, as it's about that time. That was only a half an hour match. So.
Yeah, we'll just take a timeout. I don't think we need to shut down restart. I'm going to jump out and check the weather real quick.
Sure thing.
But yeah, I think we just leave her up and running. Quick little timeout. Should be good to go. I'll be right back.
So Chris and Don will be taking on, let me just change the names here.
You won the match?
No, I meant that 3 I made.
The kick, the one reel kick with spin, that was the good shot of the match.
I've been trying to figure out how to fucking
This one, he hit it real good.
all day.
So we'll have Ben, Francisco, and Alan. Wang coming up right away here. We're just going to leave her going. These guys are going to maybe hit a ball or two to warm up. We'll be right back with some more action. right, looks like these guys are ready to go. It is getting late enough. It is getting late enough, so I think they're gonna flip and get her going. Timeout over. Race to 4 here, B-side final, guys. Temperature is dropping indeed, Warren. Minus 12 out there now. Feels colder than that. It's got to be minus 18 with the wind chill, I'm going to guess. So we got the B-side final.
I don't know what the hell you guys are doing. I call first. Okay. He's saying he called.
Little confusion on who won the coin flip there. Oh, the mass confusion on the coin flip. Gotta love it. They figured it out now. Other than kicking the tripod, they figured it out. Tripped over it. All right, let's see what Ben Francisco, my brother from another mother, has for a break here. He was hitting them good earlier. Really nice speed. He knows the speed to make the balls on this table. He's kind of got that cut break from the side. And it looked like it was the ball behind the one, like the 9 ball that was shooting straight towards the side pocket. Let's see if there's something to this. Usually when you cut break from there, you're trying to make the 1 tends to be in 10 ball. That's the ball you're trying to make. You see how that 1 shoots straight over there? But I don't think there's too many other predictable balls from a cut break like that. And he didn't make a ball. You see Allen move the turtle rack out of there. Yeah, Joshi. Doubles always a good time. And of course, leather pocket adding $200 again to this prize fund that you see on the screen there. They've been fantastic lately. Adding money to every tournament that we play. Giving back. You love to see it. Beautiful conditions we have here as well. 8, 9-foot diamonds, 8, 7-foot diamonds. 6 valley tables. Really nice room. Of course, he's going to call that purple 4 here. It is call shot, 10 ball. 2 onto the 4. You got to watch where the 2 goes here. He wants that 2 to hang around because they got to get on the 3 somehow. Oh, he's missed the 4, but look at this leave. Could be a kick combo for Allen here. And carry, yeah, of course, Joshi. We can't forget about carry. Good, solid entertainment that fella is sometimes. So I think this is pretty high percentage for him to make this ball. I mean, he's got both rails before he hits the 2. Kind of like he had the bottom rail too, but he hit it off just 1 rail and only barely missed the 4. Neil says, how can it feel colder than minus 12? We have colder than that all the time. Let's see if Don tries to cut the ball. No, he's playing safe, and he's played it really well. Look at this. He's got the 2 ball safe, as well as the cue ball behind the 7. That's really what you want to do in these situations. Try to hide both balls if you can. I don't know if he's got the best cover on the 2 using the 5, but he's done well to put it near there. Ben's going to the short cue here to try to jump to the rail or jump to half of the 2. Yeah, he's going over some of the 6 here too. I believe the edge of the 6 as well as the 7. This is super tough. Really tough shot just to get a hit here. Yeah, as you see, that 5 came into play, so when Don played that safe, it's a really nice shot. Not only got cover with the 7, but the 5 also. So it took away the jump shot for Ben. Some good safety play we've seen today out of these gentlemen. A few very upper level shots. Grant Zemp tuning back in from the weather check. I heard it's cold out there.
It is it is dropping quick.
He says, Warren says it feels like minus 21.
I agree.
It's minus 12, but it feels like minus 21. So there's
chilly.
Good wind built up today, and it's been steady all day. Neil, no, that's not Fahrenheit. Nope. Canada, we're like you guys. We use Celsius, like real people, like 21st century people.
Right? Of course, I had to make a pit stop where Steph was situated.
There's some ribs back there. I had
some
a couple.
Honey garlic ones.
Just
Why do I order the plain ones? What am I thinking?
Just a tease, though. Yeah, the plain are no good. You got to get some sauce on there.
I'll tell you. And now that I've had the honey garlic, I'll tell you what.
Well, if only they would coat them in ranch, then you'd be set.
Oh,
you can get a ranch dip, but yeah. I bet if you ask Len, he'll just toss them in some ranch for you.
Oh, just do that. Honey garlic,
I bet he would.
coat them in ranch.
Just toss them in ranch,
heaven.
away you go.
Because, yes, ranch belongs on everything.
I'm way too hungry to talk about food right now. I had some fries earlier and a couple of those ribs. I had a good breakfast, but I have become ready for dinner.
Yes. Is it minus 40, Warren, or is it minus 20? I thought the even point was at minus 20.
I thought it was minus 22, but...
Yep. I thought it was minus 20 is the break even.
I'm not even 100% sure. But yeah, and minus 40, which we had not long ago. Warren would know. He knows these things. He's probably got Google accessible as well if he didn't know, but he's a pretty knowledgeable guy. I'm sure he just knew. For the amount of traveling we do to the States, we probably should know these things.
We probably should.
A little more too, but
yeah. That was a really nice safety from Allen there. Very well executed.
Very good. Once again, these guys are putting on a little safety display here.
Well, and Chris made a pretty phenomenal hit on the 3-ball in the last one. This is a very, very similar situation.
This one
off that top rail with some left-hand spinach.
He's got the short cue, so he's just going to try to...
Is he going to try to jump this?
Just jump, yeah.
Oh, he is too.
Yeah, I don't mind this.
He's a decent jumper.
He's got the Predator, right?
Yeah.
Gets over the ball nice and easy.
Sure does.
And it's good for these long shots.
It gets over and down pretty quick, just like that.
And he hits it super square.
Sure does. This is going to lay up nice, though.
Right near the side, or no? Maybe a little short of the mark, which makes getting to the 7 very tough here.
Warren says he was asked to write the math scholarship exam. Turned it down.
That's way beyond anything I know about math.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you through junior high and high school, math was not strong for me, even basic.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now it's
better.
Pretty decent.
I was always really good at math, but not like Warren good, you know.
No.
But through high school and
Well, I
and
think it's
stuff I
more the
did
fact
well,
I had
but-
to read a tape measure and understand,
they had like life.
3/8
Gave you
and
no
quarters
choice,
and
yeah. Well, and to be honest, going through, you know, just those high school math courses that are hard enough, I think fractions, of course, is one of the hardest things, which is
Yeah.
reading a tape measure, you know.
Yeah. And now I'm pretty decent at it.
Yeah, adding, subtracting, multiplying fractions, that's where it gets tough.
Oh, they get the option.
I think,
8 balls down. I think they might turn this back.
I think they're
Although it's a
turning it.
fairly easy Pagulayan kick here.
I think it's like, I don't think you can get full behind the 7. Otherwise, you might try to stay behind the 10.
Dave says it is -40. It's the same, but even at -20, we'll freeze your ... beer.
That's right. That's all that really matters.
That's
What
the important
temperature
part right
does
there,
the beer freeze?
right? I think he can get a fairly square hit on this 7 ball.
I think
He did call it, but
it's like
I
a
don't think I'm
three-quarter ball hit. You got to spin it a lot.
Oh, you
to
do
get
have
square.
to spin it.
Yeah. See, I think you're cutting that a lot, so I might have contemplated even cutting it more and sending it towards the 9.
Towards the 9
maybe?
ball, yeah.
Yeah. He was in tough there for sure.
He was.
It's a good chance for Chris and Don to pick up right where they left off the last match. Trying to get to the final here. Just 2 balls to get on the board first in this race to 4.
And that's always important. Drawing first blood in a race to 4.
And as we saw in the last
Huge.
match, it happens quick. They won 4-1. It only took about half an hour.
I would agree.
Is he playing top on this ball?
Looks like it.
Oh, he did have quite a bit of angle. I thought he was pretty straight in.
I did too. I actually thought he had the other angle.
That's where the camera angle is so deceiving,
It
right?
really is, yeah.
Yeah, I
Nice
thought,
shot, though.
I thought it was just like a stop shot, but
Sets Don
was
in
perfect.
really well on this 10 ball.
yeah.
And you
he's-
know, so here's something
spearing him.
I just heard, and it's happened twice to Don, and obviously it had no effect on him, but I heard it twice when he's been down on a 10 ball. Somebody in the pool room has miscued.
Oh, I did see once Carey did it.
Yes, but it was right. Yes, it was right as Don was shooting
Yeah.
the 10 ball. Happened twice.
I did see once Carey miscued so hard, and then Don just speared the ball in anyway.
Yep.
It was the one, it might have been the last one where the cue ball was kind of near the side pocket. It wasn't
Yes.
that easy of a shot.
Yes, and it didn't affect him at all.
Yeah, he just
Right?
Just
Yet my
speared it.
ears, even with headphones on,
so
I
hard
picked that
to,
up.
and it's so hard to make a ball when you hear somebody just shank one in
Right?
the distance, right?
Especially as you're down shooting a ball. If I hear that, I'm standing up. And it's happened twice. So
Well,
good
and
on Don for having that.
And it wasn't even like at a moment where he could stand up.
Yeah.
The one time that it
Yeah.
happened when I saw Carey
Yeah,
miscue,
right in
it
his
was like
backstroke.
just like he's already going forward when it happened, right? It's in that split second where you can't stand up where this game becomes very hard, right?
Yep.
You have to have some kind of laser focus to
Sure do.
ignore all those things, right?
Well, and good on him. Excuse me, good on him.
He's always been a very focused player too, you know.
He has. I got the hiccups, Ben.
He's kind of similar to Allen in that sense.
I agree. Yeah.
Where when when they're down on the ball, they're very laser focused, right?
Yeah.
And even outside of between shots, they're not very chatty. They're not.
No, they're here to play.
They're not at the bar like getting a
Nope.
drink. They're not going to the washroom. They're like watching the table, very attentive. They always know what's going on, right?
I agree.
Don't miss anything.
Where I am very astute at hearing those things.
Oh yeah, I'm all over the place. Everything, I can hear everything,
Oh, yeah.
see everything. It's like
Yeah, but I think it's more to the point here that I think COVID has had more of an effect on me that way,
me too.
right? Where
too. God.
pre-COVID, I don't think it would have bothered me.
Yeah,
I
now-
didn't know any different.
I get used to playing quiet.
Yeah, ghost pool, right?
Well, even outside of that, you know, you show up to the pool room, there's just not as many people as there used to be, right?
Yeah. Well, and I'm kind of wondering if playing background noise of a pool hall would further help ghost play.
Yeah, maybe. I like
Right?
the
It
music.
sounds ridiculous, but
I like the music. I don't like to play in the silence like when we play matches at your house. It shocks me you can play with nothing going, you know?
oh yeah,
I gotta have some kind of background noise, right?
yeah.
Some kind of white noise. Super unlucky there. Chris made a fantastic shot
Yeah, he sure did. And
to masse the ball.
found jail for Don.
Clip half of it, go 2 rails. That's really hard to get that much spin to go 2 rails straight into the 7.
Right?
So unlucky.
And I can't tell if he's married to the backside of 7 or whether he's got a little bit of room there,
I'm
but
pretty sure he's like frozen to it.
yeah, he is in tough here. This is a tough hit. I don't think you could have played a more perfect safety,
Yeah, it sucks when you do it to your teammate.
right? Yeah, it looks. See, he's kind of jacking up, so he must be married to the backside of that 7 ball.
So he's got to like spin it a
Yeah,
lot.
he's got to just feather light this ball. You can't hit this with pace.
Oh, great
Oh,
hit.
he hit that perfect.
Yeah, really great hit.
Yeah.
And not the best result, but you can't expect the world there.
No, you can't. Really, the only thing you're trying to do there is not give up ball in hand. That's about the biggest thing that you could do there. Carry the rock star. And you know, you look at Allen's foot on this, I think it would be better served. See how he moved that out after he shot? I think he's better served to start that way.
Yeah, it needs to be square.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, like your feet can't be parallel.
No.
One needs to be
Right. And
sideways.
I think that's
they
one,
need to be
one
90
part
degree
of Allen's stance that
But he's
if he
very
worked on that,
snooker
he is very, very much snooker.
stance.
Yeah.
Which is very square to the ball like
Yeah.
that.
But
The
I
feet
mean,
are
you
parallel.
watch him shoot, and after the shot, that's when his
Then
foot
it
shifts. up.
does shift a little, yeah. So if it just started there, your balance might be a little better.
Yeah.
But I've always I watch a ton of snooker, and it blows me away that they play that square.
Yeah.
They're like just standing with the wrong foot forward sometimes. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, and I can't play that way. I'm right-handed, but heavily left-eye dominant, which is a very, very odd combination.
Yeah, but it's more common than you think too, but it's
It's
not
difficult.
preferred.
No. Well, and it's exactly why. So John Mora, he is the same way,
yeah,
right-handed,
switch,
but
yeah.
left-eye dominant,
Yeah.
and that's why he switched, because the pain in your neck from kind of crinking your neck so that
Yeah.
your left eye can see being right-handed.
Well, and he extremely had his neck crooked
Oh yeah.
to get over the ball. He wasn't like I've seen lots of left eye dominant right-handed shooters that didn't turn their neck that much to get over the ball.
No,
right?
for sure. But I mean, you got to give that guy props for him to go from being a right-handed pro player to switching and getting back to relatively the same skill level in switch hitting and still play at a pro level within a relatively short period of time. I'll say a year and a half, maybe 2. Kudos to him. I could not do something like that. Yeah, Jeremy, it's tough action being right-handed and left-eye dominant, or vice versa, right? Left-handed and right-eye dominant. But I'm also messed up because I play pool right-handed. I throw a baseball left-handed and catch left-handed. I play golf left-handed. I play hockey left-handed. But if I play table tennis or tennis, I'm right-handed. I'm just all kinds of messed up. Tester shot for Chris here. Little on the outside. So Allen with the shot on the 7. And I think he's just going to play this with tops off that top rail and back out. He went 2 rails with some inside. That leaves Ben a little bit of a tester. Nothing really to do here. Pot the 8-ball back and forth 2 rails. Just like that, leaves Allen perfect. You throw and kick with your left side. So you kick left-legged? So if you were to kick a soccer ball, you kick that with your left leg. That is definitely different. I still kick right-legged. I throw right-handed. I play pool right-handed, but hockey left-handed. Do I take the baseball glove off? I can't throw left-handed. I catch left-handed and throw right-handed.
All right, I missed it. Who made the 10? What's the score?
Oh, I think that was Ben and Allen.
Wow, onesies.
I think they're on the board.
Nice.
My bad, my bad. We were talking about how messed up I am in the fact that I play pool right-handed, I throw right-handed, catch left-handed, but I play hockey left-handed, I play golf left-handed, kick a soccer ball with my right. I'm just 7 ways from
You don't throw left-handed.
I don't throw left-handed.
No, okay.
No. It's very
What
similar
a
to my
break.
pool game where don't ask me to do that with my left hand, right? I can't throw left-handed and I can't shoot pool a lick left-handed. Like I'm lucky to hit the cue ball playing left-handed.
It takes some getting used to.
Right, but then Jeremy says that he throws and kicks with his left side, but right-handed in everything else.
Oh, yeah. That's like his parents forced him to be right-handed. That's what that is. You can't be lefty.
Oh, he just said it. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be a lefty, but got taught right-handed.
Yeah. That's what it was, for sure.
See, and I think I'm the same. I was supposed to be right-handed or left-handed.
Now, back in the day, your parents were like, no.
Yeah.
We're not having this strange
Right.
kid in our house, lefty.
Right, and now they've got a hybrid.
Look at this shot from Don. What a shot.
Wow.
I can't believe he cut that ball in. I thought he was going to just play safe behind the 9.
Oh, no doubt.
Bank the
more or
one up
less
table.
More or less a two-way, I would think.
I
If he
guess.
missed that one ball, he's got 5 and 7 for cover.
Well, he clipped the 10 to get behind the 5-7, right? It didn't go naturally there. He had to rub the 10 to get there.
Uh-oh, under hit.
Well short of the mark. But not terrible. I mean, he could just try to avoid the 9 here.
Much harder than what it needed to be.
If he can avoid the 6 and the 9, he can play the 5 in the bottom left. And the 6 is near the side, so he doesn't have to do a ton with the 5. Just have to be able to make the 5. If the cue ball was further out, I could say you could inside spin this and stay below the 6, but that's really tough with the cue ball kind of close to the rail.
I think you can go back and forth for the 5 to the top left hand.
Yeah, it's really hard to check it. Like when the cue ball is close to the rail,
Yeah,
because you almost want to elevate, right?
yeah.
So when you go to play it with that spin, it almost hits the ball thicker instead of like getting that nice thin contact. If the cue ball is out just like even like a half a ball width more,
Yeah.
then I think he could stay below it. But he like loaded that up and it
I'm
still
going to call
didn't
the
check
10
very
and play
much.
safe. Just play the 5-1 bank into that 10 ball
Yeah,
and
and
hit and stick the cue ball.
he's waved this off like he's not calling a shot, but I think he's just
Wow, maybe he's trying to marry up to the 7.
I'm sending.
Look at this.
Oh wow, Well, see, and this is why you gotta call a shot. If
Of
that ball's
course.
going anywhere near there, you gotta call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If it's going anywhere, even if it's not, I mean, it's good to try something. But like what you called, it was going towards the 10 off one rail a little bit, right?
Yep. That's what I was going to play, is just
Yeah.
play the bank into the 10.
Oh, this is not too bad, actually. I thought he was just trying to hold this for the 7-up table, but he came out nice and far, and this goes on the side now. He can avoid the 9 with low right spin.
Neil says he's right-handed in everything but never considered eye dominance. Do you place the cue under your left eye rather than between the two? I actually don't. Again, right, growing up, I was always told to keep the cue under my chin, and so that's how I play. It's just really hard because of that left eye dominance.
Yeah,
On
and it's
certain
like
shots, right? If I'm back cutting a ball to not the blind pocket, I have a harder time with that than I do cutting to the blind pocket.
well, and it's like you're under your chin, but you're always favoring one side.
Yes, I
you're
turn my head,
definitely-
right?
yeah,
So
of
as
course.
much as it's under my chin,
You
I'm
have to
still
turn a
turning
little
my head a
more,
little
yeah.
bit,
Oh, look at this
which
shot
is why
from
my
Allen.
neck is sore.
Really nice shot from Allen there. Back and forth, misses the right side pocket, leaves Ben straight in on this 10 ball for a 2-1 lead.
Very well done.
They're trying to get revenge
Oops.
for the bagel they took in the A-side final.
Aren't they? Hey.
Looking at a little revenge.
Is it going to be sweet revenge?
Decent sized match too in prize money, $60 each per player here, 120 difference in the prize money. So playing for a little something, something.
Yeah, a little bit of meat on the bone.
Well, and you never know, you might talk your way into some kind of chop in the final. Although if I'm Joey and Warren, I'm probably not doing that. Not after winning 6-0 in the A final. I'm probably not chopping the final.
Nope.
Gonna have to come get it.
Right? Especially on the double dip. If you win the first match,
Then we'll talk about
then we'll
it.
talk
Yeah,
about it.
then we'll
But
talk.
it's not even on the table to start with.
No, I don't think it would be. Not if I'm in their shoes. Chris to break. This is a big game here, of course, in their tournament. Being down 3-1 is going to be a big hill to climb. He's just hitting that break a little funny, kind of topping through it.
A little bit, yeah.
See how you can't see it on the camera, but this cue ball is flying. Still spinning.
Oh, yeah, it is totally.
Still just coming to a stop now. So
Wow.
that one was flying. That's how you know you mishit it, when
Right.
you get that much spin on it. Never trying to do that on the break. So a shot for Allen here on the 1, mind you, pretty thin. Cue ball tracking towards the 2.
Neil says, thanks. I have no idea what I do. Probably different every shot. Well, and again, right, it's all in how you train and how you practice, right? And you know, I can refer back to the league, right, where if you're going to practice, right, you see this conversation actually a lot on, like, Pool is Not Dead and those types of groups, right? Why is it that I practice this way, but then I go to play and I can't play like I practice?
I saw it every day.
Right?
I see it every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
And you have to practice with purpose, right? Which is what our league does, right? With the CSL IPL. That's why it's probably, again, only my opinion, but we do have some statistical data based over the last year to kind of prove what we're claiming.
Absolutely.
That it will undoubtedly do really good things for your game.
It's going to make you a better player.
100%. And I mean, you don't get to realize it while you're playing the Ghost per se.
No.
You get to realize it when you go to play outside in tournaments and league and so on and so forth. So
But a
we're
lot
not
of-
saying join the CSL IPL as a replacement. This should be in addition to. Consider this your
Training.
training,
Yep.
right? Where you get to practice with purpose.
That's right.
And it is open for every player around the planet. We do have players from virtually everywhere that play.
Is Benny flying at this 10 ball?
I think he might be. The back cut on the 10's on.
He is. He's playing 10
10
inside
in the
here.
side pocket.
It's pretty thin.
Oh, and he feather lighted it.
I'm surprised he hit that soft.
Yeah,
I think
you
he
need
had
to
hammer
You
that.
need to you need to fly at that.
Well, because he had to cut it really thin, you know?
Right? What you don't, and the reason why you fly it that hard, anytime that you're cutting a ball and you shoot soft, it allows it to come off that cut line.
It throws.
Right? It
Cut
throws a
induced
bit,
throw,
for
yeah.
sure. If you
Cut
hit that a little
induced
harder,
throw.
it tends to come off less off that cut line.
That's right. That's right. That's why you always see players, they're thinning the ball. They like to hit it firm.
Shirley Bergeron, CSL League rocks. She's
Yeah.
certainly one of our CSL IPL players.
Shirley's been loving it for sure.
Yeah, Shirley and Frank. And I think you're starting to see in both Shirley and Frank's game some
Absolutely.
improvement happening.
Absolutely. Not
Especially
only
in its confidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're getting out there and they're running multiple balls without being worried about it, right?
Yep.
And now they're always looking at the full picture.
100%.
It's no more this make 3 balls and then figure it out later.
No, you got to look at it all.
It's like, look at the whole out.
Yeah.
How do I run all these balls and win this game right now?
Absolutely.
Not
and you become
in 3 turns, right?
No, you become ghost trained. Is Don going to get a rail here?
Oh, I think it froze. If it didn't freeze, then I don't think he got a rail. It was such a sliver off that it didn't quite get there.
What aiming system do I use
Wow. Both
for
had that
shots,
triple check.
combos, when not being right-handed and left-eye dominant? I still use center ball, right? Draw my tangent line through center of the object ball.
It's like a ghost ball, more or less, right?
It is ghost ball.
Ghost
right.
ball aiming. I personally don't think there's any other way, really.
Nope.
As long as everything stays straight, then you should be okay.
That's it. And that's where, you know, the carbon fiber shaft comes into play with the low deflection from the cue ball to where you're hitting on the object ball, right? All of those things have a factor. What tip you're using, right? And it takes time to kind of weed and work yourself through all those different combinations.
Oh,
I think
of
I'm
course.
finally there.
Yeah, it's a never-ending battle.
It really is. And even with the break. So this is something that I noticed and I changed. And if you go back and watch my league match in 10 ball, I started with the BK Rush. And that thing's just got way too much power for what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Right?
for that table.
yeah. And so
Yeah.
I went back to
Nick
to
shaft.
Nick's.
Yeah,
And it was perfect.
just enough. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, just what you're looking for. Yeah, center to edge, another good aiming system for sure.
Absolutely.
A little tougher to master. I feel like, especially teaching center to edge, it's a long process.
Yeah.
I find like ghost ball is just very natural.
Ghost ball's natural and universal.
Yeah, and you just see it, right? It's
Yeah.
it's just something that the
Look
human
out.
mind kind of naturally sees. Oh, this could be a big shot in this match, because I mean the 5 to the 6 is the tough shot, because
But
if you
not
get
that
good,
difficult.
yeah, and it's not that bad because now you got ball in hand on the 4, you get wherever you want. So it's just a matter of being sure where you want to be on the 5 here. The 9 kind of makes this a little awkward.
Makes it a little bit tricky for sure. So he's actually come down and looked and seen, can I go underneath the 9?
Yeah, and I think
don't know
that's
if
the
I
play.
like underneath the 9, because it still brings the 9 into play when you're playing to the 6.
So I think that he's just overthinking the 6 a
I
little,
agree.
maybe.
Just roll up. Look at, and he's.
This is
Oh
good.
my
And now
gosh.
just play the 6 in the corner. You don't need to
Yeah,
play
I
the 6
agree.
in the side.
No.
Yeah.
6 in the corner, I favor, because it sets you
If
in
you
on
get
the
straight, you stop and you have perfect angle on the 7 to get to
Yeah.
the 8. Because that'll be the next battle, is the 7 to the 8. The 8's a little awkward over there.
7. Yeah. Although I've seen Ben, he likes to move the cue ball. You might see
Oh,
him
yeah.
draw out.
Yeah, he likes to move it, yeah. Yeah, and he drew out beautifully. What a shot. But the work's not done yet. Center spot on the cue ball. I think that's kind of what Grant was referring to, you know, just going through the middle of the ball, which it'll take you a certain distance. I think you really got to focus on that ghost ball and just where it's hitting.
Yeah.
Especially with how the spins are used in this game.
100%.
It's not an up and down, a
Well,
vertical game. It's very much a horizontal spin on the cue ball game. The siding changes everything.
It really does, and I think it's more important to figure out on the object ball more so than the cue ball.
That's
because
right.
anytime you have a cut shot, well, it changes that
Yep.
spot
That's right.
on the cue ball.
So as much as you can have all these systems, you know, as soon as you start playing siding,
Yeah, they go kind of out the window.
they go out the window. Because now you're hitting the ball full when you're supposed to be cutting it,
That's
but
it.
moves.
That's right.
That
well, and you'll
ball
see that's why
throws, right?
a lot of the kind of, I don't want to sound like I'm insulting anybody, but the lower caliber players on the cut shots, which is why you see them hit fat all the time.
Yeah, because the siding. That's right. And judging that siding is what makes this game so hard. You know,
Nice
if you
little
could
pop off
only
the
ever
rail.
play up and down, it wouldn't be that hard of a game.
No, it's
But this
elementary
game,
then.
This game requires a lot of siding,
Yeah.
a lot of the side of the ball. That's what makes it so hard. Judging that.
Jeremy says in his thought process, the ghost ball is still there in center to edge.
For sure it is.
Oh
Has to be.
my, he stood up
Yeah,
a
that was
mile in that shot.
not good. That was a big shot, too, to get them on the hill.
Yeah. Huge game.
And instead, Chris and Don have a chance to get this tied at 2. Does Don go forward, or does Don just draw back a little and leave Chris some angle?
I like just the drawback.
Yeah.
Although it puts you steep in.
It is a steep angle if you
I'm
draw
gonna go
back.
forward too.
I think you got to go forward, and maybe just with inside English, one rail.
I like outside with 2. And he elected to draw it. He
This is
hit that
good.
really well.
He cheated the pocket a little.
Yeah, he sure did.
And he used the outside the hole to keep that cue ball from flying too far away. And this is a big shot here. Gotta make this one. Keep everything still. Follow through smooth. Just like that.
Wow, what a big turn.
That is
That's a big game.
a big swing in this match for sure. Gonna be Ben and Allen to break here. Tied at 2, racing a 4, trying to get to the final.
With all of the talk, we may as well put it up. CSL IPL League, it is starting up again. It is the Vegas Ready. Are you Vegas ready? This is the one you want to play. Get yourself to that point of being ready for Vegas. We have a division for all players. It is open to all players all over the planet. If you have access to a table, whether it's at home or at the pool hall, you can play. If you want details on it, send us a message to the Q Sports Live page, or you can visit cslipl.com. Registrations are now open for the start of February 7th.
Really looking forward to next session. Lots of great things happening.
Oh, yes.
Ben Francisco to break this little cut break. See if he's got the one in the side this time. No, it gets kicked again.
And the cluster of the 6, 7, 10,
That cut
and
breaks.
the 8, 9 deuce.
Cut break's no good if you don't hit it pure.
Yep.
But this might be something he's trying to accomplish.
It very well could be.
You don't always want the balls opening wide open. Sometimes you want to keep them a little tied up, have a little grinding game.
Yeah, I agree. I would definitely agree. Sometimes there's a method to the madness.
That's right. Well, let's see what Don does here. I think it's a push out. question is where. I don't think you need to tie up a ball, which is usually what you're trying to do on a push.
I think you might want to spread them open a bit. Hit that 10-7. Still leave a shot on the 1.
Yeah, if anything, open them up a bit. Yeah, it's not often you do that on a push, right?
Right?
I don't mind that, but I'm not a huge fan of that shot because anytime you push out and leave the cue ball in the middle of the table, it tends to not come back in your favor.
Right. And if you are going to do that, open it up a touch.
Yeah,
Right?
instead,
Give him less to hide behind.
I don't mind what he did putting the 5 on the end rail there because the 6 is in a weird spot. So I kind of like what he did. He's just giving some extra insurance.
But fairly easy safe. Send the cue ball kind of right back down.
Yeah, I like
Use
this.
that 5 ball for
like that.
sure.
Yeah, behind the 5, and you kind of tie up the 1 over there anyway.
I think Chris does have the option for the jump here. And
Does he?
he's just got to get over the outside edge of that 5 ball, if at all.
I don't think he even has to get over any of it. Yeah, I think he's got enough here to just to make this without hitting the 4 or the 5.
Oh, yeah, he's down on it.
Yeah, but it's a super tough shot to roll this in. It's a bit of a
I don't
two-way
know
if you
he's
stay
gonna.
on the
I
9.
think he's playing into the 8-9.
Oh, no, he didn't have enough to cut it in. Not quite enough by the 4 ball to cut that in.
Not terrible, though, based
Yep.
on the table layout. Now you've got 5 balls all clustered up there.
Yeah, the 2's still tough.
2 can go to the top right hand. It's positioned to the 3, so you leave a little angle on this shot here. Go back across. 3 goes down to the bottom right-hand corner. You're onto the 4-5. But like you said, it's the 5 to the 6 that makes things a little bit tough. The 6 may pass the 10, though, to the bottom left-hand corner.
I think it maybe does.
You totally should have been here, Jesse.
Yeah. I never even considered that you play pool anymore, Farhat. Otherwise, I would have loved to, sir. To be honest, I wasn't originally going to play, and then I thought, well, maybe. And Grant said, do you want to stream? And I was like, yeah, we probably should. I knew you had the babies anyway. That's right. Sunday. How are you going to get away on a Sunday?
Right?
Wife's never going to let that happen.
Nope.
Just got to roll this in, get the proper angle on the 5. That's why you see him double check in there.
Indeed. And Neil, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you tuning in. Before you run away, make sure you've hit the subscribe button on YouTube and the little bell. That way you're notified each and every time that we go live.
Loading up to come back and forth, but he overcut it a touch.
How does the 4 stay up there? I thought he hit that perfect.
Overcut just a touch.
What?
Doesn't take much on these tables. They're playing tougher too. They're not sliding in as much.
Yeah, they really are.
When the cloth was new, they were sliding
he
in
hit
real
that.
nice, but
He connected with the horn.
yeah, he overcut it, caught that horn first.
That's never going to go.
And as we've seen before, this is one of the trickiest shots on the table, this
And
ball
it's
that's hanging.
off that top rail again. Watch how far this is going to come back.
Not this time.
Oh, he caught the inside of the horn there.
Not that
Little
time.
bit.
Held it nice.
He did hold it. Yeah, hold it. Held it really well.
Left a really good angle for Chris to just go towards the 9 here. The cue ball.
Liked, subscribed, and got the bell on already. Perfect. I'm not sure when we'll be back live again. It might be a CSL After Dark edition. That could be the next one.
Could be.
I know that there's a few more local tournaments here at Leather Pocket scheduled. I might go live a little bit down in Tucson, just off my phone. It won't be anything that we commentate, but
There's a match there at the end of the month.
there you go. Fargo Fair match.
Tournament on January 29th, and then not till February 26th. That's a long way away.
Yeah.
It's 2 months. But yeah, Fargo Fair Match 10-ball challenge, January 29th and 30th.
I like it.
Back for that one. I might have to actually start practicing because that's going to be tough for me.
Yeah, it is.
I might have to just sit on the mic for that one. I gotta own it one of these days and just quit trying to play everything. Pick and choose, you know.
Pick and choose your battles, sir.
We're taking these super tough ones on. I like the challenge though.
Yeah, that'll get you in tune with where you're at in your game.
It's definitely shown me where I'm at. That's for sure. Getting tougher every day. Oh, he just misses the combo, but he's left this real tough again.
Does he have justification in attempting the 6 bank into the 10 and leaving the cue ball where the 8 ball is, and hopefully the 7 comes into play?
I like calling the 10 here.
I do too.
And just getting the cue ball behind the 8.
Yeah.
That's it. Just kind of stun it over there behind the 8. Your odds of making the 10 are like 1 in 50 or less. But you have to call it just in case, you know. He made that mistake last time.
Jeremy is saying, I'm a 453 Fargo. What's our race?
I don't want to know.
What would be the race?
Don't want to know. 7-2.
I think Ben is a 728.
I'm a 2-3 now.
2-3?
Steadily dropping. Maybe by the time that tournament comes around, I'll only be like a 700.
No chance of that happening.
Might be like a 719. BCA worthy. We don't want to know. Could be like 9-2.
I think that would be about correct.
Might be the race 9-2.
Yeah, 9-2 would be about where I would peg that. But we'll see. Steph's trying to figure out how to do it. 453 by 723.
Oh, it looks like I might have to jet after this match too. I got a restless. This kid's all over the pool room now.
Is he flying everywhere?
Holy cow. It's getting to be about that time of night, I guess, for him.
I suppose.
Sometimes I forget he's only 8.
It's true.
Because he acts like he's 18. Didn't want to know.
So the hot race is an 11-2.
But it's a medium, right?
The medium is a 9-2.
Is that what that tournament is? Medium races? 9-2. Ass. Walk in the park.
And a mild is a 7-2.
I have to win 9-1 is a better way to put it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. That's pretty tough to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
In most games.
That is always tough to do. 8-ball, you might have a chance. Rotation game,
I feel like
9
it's
ball,
the other
10
way
ball.
around.
I don't know. You hang a 9-ball, you're.
That's on you.
It is on you, but
8-ball,
I'm saying
they can run out.
overall,
If it's like alternate break 8-ball on the small table,
on with a
No
450
chance.
running out on 8-ball, I think that's less likely to happen than potting a
it's
hung
unbelievable.
9-ball or 10-ball.
Especially in this city. There's some
Well,
450s that run out all the time.
It is true.
Definitely the variance is much higher on the small table.
For sure. Jeremy says, I like my chances. Likes the odds. I would too. Anytime that you can race against Ben with a spot of a 9-2, take those odds. So we'll see what happens off this top rail again. It's been really live. Controls it. Okay. Kind of tough to play out of that. I'm pretty sure that was in his head as he was shooting that 6-ball. That every other time you play off that top rail, it's come off live. In Oklahoma. I believe we've got a few CSL players in Oklahoma. I think.
I'm almost sure we do, yeah.
I could go look, but I'm fairly sure I'm right. I'm fairly sure we have some players playing in the CSL IPL out of Oklahoma.
Definitely.
We've had Belarus, we've had the Philippines, Sweden, Denmark, France, Great Britain.
Yeah, for sure. Netherlands.
Netherlands.
All over. Philippines.
Yeah.
Oh, that's extremely miss-hit. What happened there?
I think it came off live again off that rail. They're playing really lively.
I think he must have just been trying to play it with more siding, hit it thicker, and it just got away from me. Hit it like half ball instead of full ball, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, the way that lied, I think he had to try to draw it up the rail a little. I don't
Well,
think he could just roll it.
This is an important game. This puts one of the teams on the hill.
This is a big game for sure. Somebody's going to leave themselves a little insurance.
Mind if I give Ryder a rep? That'll help him with his beatboxing. See how they're doing.
Oh, wow.
What a shot.
Wow, wow.
And he drew it.
Wow.
He drew it with low right. What a stroke.
How good was that?
And that's like how you want to hit every ball. Look how smooth he hit that ball.
Oh, like butter.
Just so smooth, right? Unbelievable shot from Allen there. Let's see if Ben can
Needs to follow it up.
follow it up. That's never easy, especially in Scotch. It's twice as much pressure,
That's like
you know.
me playing on the stream after Ben Francis plays on the stream. That's a tough act to follow.
It's been easier lately. Oh, yeah, and as predicted, you know, that's such a hard shot after your teammate comes with
It sure is.
one of the
right?
best shots of the tournament.
Right?
Well, Chris still has to bear down for them to win this game, though.
Sure does. Important shot, important game.
And he does well.
Wow. McDavid just walking through the traffic.
Was there another McDavid ridiculous
Oh,
goal?
yeah. Look at it. Just walks through everybody.
I feel like that's a replay.
It is a replay, but just walk through
Okay,
everybody.
good,
It's a
good.
plays of the month.
I'm like,
or
I
something.
can't handle watching him do that anymore. It's just too good.
He is very good.
All that talent just wasted.
Yep. How's that for a poke?
Wasted
hey, Benny?
wasted on a team like that.
Too
Hey,
bad.
we've had
Is
our
there-
fair share of wasted talent too.
Oh,
Poor Aginla.
Well, listen, you know, we've had a very big friendly rivalry between Calgary and Edmonton hockey forever. I can remember being like 5 and 6 years old watching Calgary Flames hockey.
Oh, Saturday night hockey. The Flames were playing the Oilers.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I remember
you
when
sat around. Yeah.
when McDonald scored the winning goal to win.
In
the Stanley
'89,
Cup.
the year I was born,
Yep,
33 years ago. Grant.
yeah, it's been that long.
It's been that long. Yeah. It's hard to admit that we haven't won a cup for 33 years, but it's happened.
Yep, we are living proof.
We're now like.
Speaking of wasted talent, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, we scored a goal in '04. That was arguably.
Well,
in,
that should have been our cup.
But even that was 17, 18
Sure
years
was.
ago.
Yeah.
Right?
I was down on the Red Mile when that happened.
Yeah. In your prime.
Oh, I was feeling no pain during those games,
In your prime.
and I was loving every second of it.
So it looks like we're going to see another push out, I believe.
So I think both Chris and Dawn can take a quick little breath, knowing they have a game in hand.
Yeah, it was a big 10 ball.
That was huge. Yeah.
And it's especially tough on Ben right now. You know, Allen's
Pushing
not
to the bottom rail.
Allen's not really caring, you know. Allen's like feeling good. He made a really good shot in the 9 last game.
Yeah, he sure did.
Ben is feeling like he let him down a little, you know. That's what makes Scotch so tough.
It really is. I don't play a lot of Scotch.
I don't think anybody plays a ton of it.
I don't remember to be honest, the last time I played Scotch Doubles. I do. It was with Lan in Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not something I play a ton of either, but it is one of those games. Nice to know. It's always a good experience either way, you know. Try to always learn something. Tough shot.
It might be a reason why I think he was playing that safe the whole way.
Well, I think he knew if he hit it bad, that's the way he's going to hit. We talk about that a lot.
The two-way.
It is recognizing how you miss balls.
Yeah.
You never overcut that ball, right? Anytime you miss that ball, trying to do what you did with the cue ball, you always undercut it.
Yeah.
So if you can recognize that, then you can see the two-way shots a little better.
Look at this shot out of Ben.
Got away from him a little.
A little bit, but I mean, he hit that at a pretty decent speed. To control the cue ball the way he did was really good.
Had to drag it well.
Yeah.
He did well from how far away it was. Yeah, I know. All those little tricky shots, they're a little bit easier when you play as much as Ben. He definitely puts in a lot of hours.
Every time I'm here, he's here.
Yeah, he's definitely here 5 days a week, I'm going to say. Another safety attempted. Miss it slightly.
Quite get there.
So this goes in the side or the corner, and I think it's got to be the side
I think
to get on the deuce.
The side too, yeah. Good call, sir. I guess you could go down to the bottom and draw, but you're hitting a window between that 7 and 6.
Should
a little riskier than just potting this to the side with some right-hand spin.
I think it comfortably misses the 10 like this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look out 6,
Yeah,
though.
6 balls in the game here. Or does it slow down and roll a little?
It slowed down and rolled a
Did
touch.
it drift a touch to the right there? Yeah, I thought it might have.
I've seen that happen twice now on this table. Drifting in to the inside of the table.
And not a lot, just that tiny little drift there is enough to make a difference on that shot.
Just that 1/8 or quarter ball.
Do they have?
That's all it takes.
They got a hill in them. This lays pretty well, these balls.
It sure does. Same type of shot for Allen as he did on the 1 ball. 3 to the side pocket off the end rail and back up.
I think he looked
just got to avoid that 7 ball.
I think he looked at playing the 4 on the side to take the 7 out of the equation.
Could very well do it.
So just roll over there. Yeah, that's what he's doing. And this is good because the 5 is right near.
It is.
So even if you get the wrong angle on the 4, the 5's near the hole.
He's got that really nice soft stroke. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Allen has a super smooth, buttery smooth touch. Like the 9 ball in the last game. He smoothed that ball in.
Pured it.
And that's the only way you can make that ball, you know. If he hits it any harder, it just rattles or something.
Ben Francisco missing the 4 ball. Opportunity. So do you go for the bank back, or do you just play it straight safe? Tough shot either way.
I like the bank.
I do too.
If it goes by the 7, assuming it goes by the 7.
Yeah, 7's I think well out of the way, and I think I like I like the bank because it's just as hard to make the bank as it is to make the safe.
Because otherwise you got to hit the left side of the 4, go 2 rails under the 10 to get safe, right? And this way you're pretty much on the 5 as long as you don't clobber this bank, end up behind the 7 or the 8, you know.
On the horn is good.
Yeah, that's a real awkward spot to leave that ball.
On the horn works.
So you could pretty much kick this ball in or only play safe, right?
If the cue ball was down table where the 5 ball was, you could force that 4th through the horn. But being where that cue ball is, I think you're right. You're going to kick at this.
Yeah, or, I mean, unless you can find a safe off the horn, right?
Safe off the horn, the 4 is unpredictable. You might be able to set it over the 9 ball maybe.
And just leave the cue ball long, possibly behind the 5 even too, right? If you know it's going that way, then I don't think you can pot that ball. Yeah, look at this. Safe off the horn, slips it down there, and what a shot.
Wow.
What a shot. He's played this cue ball so tight to the pocket.
That's crazy good.
I don't even think he can jump this to the rail. I think he's horn hooked. I don't know if he has anything here. I think he's jumping the 5 to get to the side rail.
You could Z-shot this. Off the left rail, off the right rail, back across.
Like between the 7 and 8.
Between the 7
oh,
and
yeah,
8.
That's a nightmare, right?
Yeah.
I don't
you
think
might
it works.
actually
even.
have to go 3 rails.
Yeah, I don't
and
even
kick, but I don't know if you can hit it that
Yeah,
hard.
I don't even think it works.
Because
I
you're
think,
shooting out of the pocket.
I think I like what he's doing here. Just jump and try to get to the side rail and get a hit. You can't, like, do a ton here. You got to just try to get a hit.
Yeah, because I think he's rail hooked
Yeah, he's
on that right hand.
Just on the horn.
Wow. What
Makes
a great
this
shot
way
there
harder.
from Allen.
He did so well to get the cue ball back there.
Well,
Such
then
a
if
great
the
shot.
4 does by chance drop, he's in still good on the 5.
What a hit.
He hit the
And-
5 ball.
Oh, he did hit the 5.
Really great effort, though.
I thought he hit it with his cue, but no, I
Nope.
caught it with the cue ball
Just barely touched it.
It was like so thin going over it that I almost didn't see him move. He hit that pretty well considering how tough it was.
Sure did. So do we get to see Hill Hill?
This has got the makings.
Or am I talking too soon?
I think that's a fair statement at this point.
Right,
Very fair.
we thought that it was going to be Ben and Alan that got to the hill first. Right, and this is the trouble I always have with playing on the big table, right, is I seem to run out down to about the 7, the 8 ball, and then I mess up.
Oh, yeah. Not this time, I don't think. I think
Oh, I could find a way.
I think
Believe
even
me,
this-
I could find a way.
I think even this time you're going to be okay.
I'll tell you,
This
the
ball's
last
way
tournament
nice.
we played in, I could have a layout like this and couldn't make 2 balls. That's how bad I was playing.
I felt that battle. I felt that.
That's how bad I was playing. It could be exactly this. I was missing shots, Ben. My cue ball's here and
Just straight
objects-
in.
and
I-
straight in, and just I couldn't hit it.
I froze my tip, so I was miscuing on balls. So I felt that pain. So I had to get a
But
new
I
tip.
did not freeze my tip. That was just
Just missing.
I
We've all been there.
I couldn't figure it out.
We've all been there. Can't play perfect every day. Oh, I like what he did there. Just roll it in, take
Yeah,
the distance.
Take what the table gives you. That sets Ben in there really well. Nothing to do here. Pot the 8 with some draw on the cue ball.
Yeah, or even just top it off one rail. Depends what he
You could.
likes here.
Yeah, I like the draw.
Oh, he tops
Oh
it,
my
and it
gosh.
wipes its feet.
It was going down dirty right there.
That ball doesn't have to go in.
Nope.
That ball
That
does
was-
not have to go in.
That was going down dirty.
Unbelievable.
Wiped its feet and the pocket was generous.
And I think just a stop shot here. I don't think you try to get crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, just rolls it.
And played it off the rail. I like that.
Of course, yeah. You don't like being straight in is good, but not
Yeah.
if you're on the rail.
Not
so
if you're on the
you'd
rail.
rather have a little angle and just be off the rail
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, and anytime that there's a cut shot involved, I favor Ben to make.
He hit it good, better than the last one. The last one he kind of slopped it in a little.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Hill to get to the final. Looks like quick little washroom break. Oh, Allen to break here, so he's going to rack them, and they're going to go.
They're going to get it done.
2 of the 4 said, I'm running to the washroom. It's too much pressure.
Right?
Got to try to get to the final here.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a great match.
Big game. This is a $120 match, but potentially a little bit more. These guys, if they manage to win the whole thing, this is a $320 match. So some big implications in this one game.
Right? Not bad prize money for a half a day of work.
17 teams, 80 bucks a team, 200 added. Nothing wrong with $600 for that win.
Right?
300 bucks each.
Sign me up. Just
Looks
over
like
7x on your money.
They are practicing jump shots 2 tables away in the wrong direction. They need to be practicing them going towards the wall over there,
I agree.
where the ball can't go very far.
I agree.
Even James says, oh,
Yeah, practice that
jump
way.
the other way. Yeah, that's. Nick's like, no, I make this shot all the time. It's okay.
Right? Says I eat this for lunch.
Nick showing off his new jump shaft over there. It's fantastic. So effortless. Super effortless.
Is it newer than the ones we have?
He's always upping his game, you know.
It's true.
It's only a jump. It's not a break jump. It's only jump shaft.
Oh,
So it's quite a bit lighter than
Gotcha.
the break. Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like another dry break here, right?
Indeed. And tough in from the 1 to the 2.
He's shooting this lefty.
The switch hit.
Just to stick it. I don't mind shooting that lefty if all you're doing is playing a little stop shot. And look how good he hit
Look
this.
at the results.
What a shot.
Nice little 2-rail hit here, I think. Provided he
'cause
can get by enough of that 5 ball.
he can't see by the 3
I think
to
you're
just hit
coming
it.
in
So
2
yeah,
rails
he's got to
here.
go 2 to hit it just by the 5. But you're right, it's not that easy. I think
not.
it's going a little wide. It wants to go around the 1 towards the 10, so you might have to play with a little
A little
siding.
inside, yeah. A little outside, not inside.
This one, no, I think would be inside.
How
Like-
about right-hand spin?
Right hand spin.
Yep.
Inside. Inside on this one. He's reaching for the short cue. What's he doing here? No, he's not going to try to jump the 3. How far away is that?
It's possible, depending on the mindset that you have.
This seems
If
brave.
if you act as if you're jumping the 3 ball but ahead a little bit so that you land just ahead of the 3,
Yeah, you
then it's
gotta-
possible.
This-
But that's the mindset you got to have.
This is very tough.
If you try to jump to the 1, like he hit
Wow,
that perfect.
he hit that
it really
so good.
Yeah. If you try to jump to the 1 there, you're toast.
That's such a hard shot.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be.
Do, do, do.
Could be a 210 coming right up here. Just a
Game,
little stop
game
shot
over.
from Don. Maybe a little draw to the rail. Not even, just a stop.
Wow.
Chris has got to hold it together, though. This is not a hanger. There's some distance.
Wow, you got to hit this.
You're never rolling this because the 2 is going to like line this up when you miss it.
Yep.
If you miss it,
If you miss this, you want that 2 well out of there, or the 10
you
well
want
out
the
of
10
there.
because the 2 is probably not going to go far, you know.
Oh,
So straight.
oh.
Nobody wanted to see it end like that, did they? Except for Chris and Don.
Yeah, if you're Chris and Don, you're fairly happy right
Fantastic tournament from Alan and
now.
Ben.
No doubt. Yeah,
Taking down 3rd place in a strong field, 17 teams.
absolutely. Shall we do a quick shutter down restarter?
I think I'm going to have to run. I got to get this kid out of here.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave you to
Good,
it.
good thing that good thing I left my boy here. He
You
can
left,
help me tear down.
you left the oldest
I
who
did leave
can
my
stay
oldest.
up latest.
All right, guys, I'm going to do a quick shutdown restart, and I will be back solo on the mic with the finals. Don't go far.